Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl. I want to talk to you about cycling your aquarium. So please stay tuned and I'll share how I cycle mine. Cycling an aquarium takes time. Some people add fish to help the cycle process along. Unfortunately, the fish do suffer. You are actually sacrificing your fish for this purpose. Even if they survive, chances are they will have sustained damage to their gills by burning, which will affect the quality of their life. I don't want to deliberately hurt any of my fish, so I use the no-fish cycling method. Cycling an aquarium has a process that must be followed in order to meet the parameters that will be optimal for your fish. In cycling an aquarium without the use of fish, this is what I have done. I go to my hardware store and purchase a jug of pure ammonia that's 100% pure without fragrance or any other additives. What you want to do is set your aquarium with substrate, hardscape, plants, and everything just how you want it. If you intend on using live plants, you can add them now as well. They will thrive on an ammonia-rich environment. The plants are not big enough to challenge your growing bacteria for the ammonia. The next step is to add your water conditioner. Secum Prime or Secum Safe are both great products. This is very important as chlorine will kill the beneficial bacteria that you are trying to grow. You may also want to add a buffer to help balance your pH level. Crushed coral or oyster shells in a media bag just set in the aquarium will do the trick. It's basically an insurance policy that your cycle will continue without interruption. If you have soft water or low alkalinity, this is essential. Your tank now is almost ready to cycle. Now you need to add your heater. Turn the heat up between 76 and 86 degrees, as within that range bacteria grow best. Keep your tank lights off to inhibit algae growth as you begin your cycle. Add a bubbler, air stone, or drop your water level so your HOB filter water drops further, creating bubbles. Bubbles are a huge help in cycling your aquarium. Now that everything is ready to begin cycling, you can add your ammonia. Just add a little. Wait about a half an hour and test your ammonia. You want your ammonia to stay at 4 parts per million. If you add too much, you will need to do a water change to bring it down. So keep adding just small amounts, testing your water every half hour or so until you reach the 4 parts per million. If you have any seeded media, this is a good time to add it. That includes dirty mucky filters, decor, rocks, anything that comes from an established tank that will have beneficial bacteria on it. Make sure to keep your media wet while transferring it, as bacteria will die off quickly if it dries out. One note of caution, be sure the tank the media is from is a healthy environment free of parasites or sickness of any kind. You would not want to risk contaminating your new cycled aquarium. Check your ammonia every other day. Do not allow it to fall below 1 part per million. Bump your ammonia back up to 4 parts per million because your bacteria needs that ammonia to grow. Without the ammonia, you will starve your bacteria and it will die on you. You do not want to risk crashing your cycle. Once your nitrite and nitrates get so high they're off the charts, you will need to do your first water change. Don't forget your water conditioner. Continue watching your ammonia every other day, keeping it again at 4 parts per million. Watch your pH level at this point. If your pH level begins to drop, it's time to do another water change. Keep checking your levels every other day. At one point, you will find your ammonia and nitrite at 0. That means your cycle is complete. One final time, you're going to add your ammonia. By now, you should know how much you need to add to bring it back up to 4 parts per million. Check the time If 24 hours have passed and the 4 ppms of ammonia you have added have turned to nitrites and then to nitrates, you have a completed cycle. Test your water once more. Your ammonia and nitrite should be 0, and you should have lots and lots of nitrates. If you don't intend on adding your fish immediately, be sure to keep adding your ammonia to maintain a level of 1 part per million. This is very important to keep your beneficial bacteria fed and happy. Now, the day that you add your fish, you must turn your heater down to the required temperature and do a huge water change of 80 to 90% because your nitrates will be off the charts and you want to bring them down to 20 parts per million before it's safe to add your fish. Once your water test shows good water parameters following the final water change, which it should, you have a healthy cycled aquarium. I have used this method in the past and find it works very well. My tank is cycled always within 20 days when I follow this procedure. I seldom have to cycle my aquariums anymore as I have enough media filters and tanks running that I can just move over what I need to create a new cycled aquarium. Having extra sponge filters running is a great way to have media ready in the event that you need a cycled aquarium in a hurry. It has also become quite common to use bottled bacteria to cycle an aquarium very quickly. I do use bottled bacteria on occasion when needed. It's one of those products I like to keep on hand. I still feel letting a brand new tank cycle using the no fish cycle method is the best. Please remember, this is a process I have used and will use again. You may feel differently as we all do things our own way. There is no right or wrong when it comes to fish keeping. It's what works best for you that's important. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope your week is off to a wonderful start, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.